God bless you through today's prayer prompt. We're living in unprecedented times, and the truth of the matter is that things could possibly get worse before they get better for some. And so, as we spend some time in today's prayer prompt, I want to remind us of a few things. While the coronavirus is just getting started, this could be the calm before the storm hits, so to speak. And as Christians or Christ followers, we have an obligation and opportunity to respond to this crisis in such a way that we can share God's love with those in need. It is my prayer that we will rise up for such a time as this, to be physically, socially, and spiritually responsible. We ought to take the recommendations of all of our governmental officials and emergency care responders seriously to do our part in protecting ourselves and others by practicing certain safety precautions such as social distancing and refraining from gathering together in groups of 10 or more. We ought to pray for those in leadership at various levels who are trying to minimize the spreading of COVID-19 and for those who are doing testing or serving others medically. We should prepare and not panic. And by this, I mean that as we gather supplies for ourselves, we may need to help others. And while we gather supplies, we may only need to gather that which we need in certain times. And I believe that we should plan for continued spiritual growth. During these days which we are not able to gather together as a family of friends, we can and should make every effort to stay connected to God and connected to one another in use of technology. We can commit to pray for one another and let others know that we are praying for them. We can worship together and have Bible study over the internet to grow in our faith and encourage others to do the same. We can continue to serve others in need and give sacrificially to support the continued work of the Great Commission. In Acts 2:42 through 47, we read where the early church devoted themselves to such things as this, and God blessed them. And they did not do it by gathering in large groups. No, they met in very small groups. They met in their own houses. They were committed to the apostles' teaching, to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and to prayer. So my prayer prompt for us today is to pray, plan, and prepare to allow the Lord to use us and move through us the way He did through the early Christians back in the day. Take care, and God bless.